Now this time, let's get to know the man, the legend, and the myth, none other than Freddie II.
Hi reporters, my name is Freddie II and I'm a young artist from Philippines City. So what inspired me to become an artist is just because of my creativity, and with this passion of mine, I tend to discover a lot of things for myself. And also because of quarantine, I dive into many perspectives, like how I should go beyond that limit, and with that discovery of mine, I tend to explore a lot of things that made me learn that, wow, my creativity is, it's very big, and I tend to expand more of it. And also, what inspired me is the artists that I usually listen to, like Billie Eilish, Taylor Swift, Lady Gaga, Queen, Ed Sheeran, and many more. And also their creativity made me inspired because how they try to discover more of themselves. So the first song that I wrote, I can't remember any lyric or title from that song because I was still in elementary. Like I was still in my 4th grade. But I still remember the meaning of the song because it was just a project made by me, and then my teacher just told me to do that project just because, I have to submit that requirement. And that song was about my classmate. With that, I tend to make a song, and then when I tried to play it on the keyboard, I feel like, oh my god, it's very cringy for me. Like, why did I wrote that song? And in fact, I have still no idea on songwriting at that time. But I still tend to make that song just because, requirement. So yeah. So the song that has a special place in my heart, actually there are 3 of them. The first one is Don't Cry Like You've Been on a Heartbreak, which has a music video on my YouTube channel. It's because I have my wildest thoughts, like mostly at night, at 12 midnight. And then when I was sad, I still remember that in my junior years, like my classmates tried to bully me. My classmates tried to bully me because of certain reason or like whatsoever. And then it came to my mind that what if there would be a time that I would be gone out of the blue? How would they feel? That's why I wrote Don't Cry Like You've Been in a Heartbreak, because I said on the lyric that if I end up in my own way, don't cry like you've been in a heartbreak. So you would regret, like when I was already in my way, you would cry and then you would say sorry in my wake when I wish to hear those words when I was still alive. And then the next song is Nobody. Still the same with Don't Cry Like You've Been on a Heartbreak. It's a sad song for me because when I tried to write that song, I was playing my keyboard and I was crying. I was breaking down. And then I kept writing that song. I bursted out all my emotions in that song. And that's why it feels so special for me. And lastly is Shaggy Tugtabang, which is in English is Shout for Help. Shaggy Tugtabang is one of my favorite masterpieces, I could say. It's because my friend recommended me a contest here in Iligan City that she told me that you have to join that contest because I know that you can do it. Her name is Danica, and she told me that you should join that contest because it really fits for you. And the theme about that contest is about the pandemic, the fiesta life of Iligan City. So I chose the pandemic life. So that's why when COVID-19 hit and the lockdown started at April 2020, I made that song from that inspiration. And as I am making that song, I feel like, wait, I should explore more of my creativity and I should make this a pop song like that. And then as I'm making the melodies, I tend to make those melodies anywhere in the house. Like I made the melodies in my bathroom, I made the melodies in my bedroom, I made the melodies in my living room, and wherever in the house. And then it turns out that, wow, I like this beat so much. I feel like I'm having last song syndrome in my mind. That as I'm making that song, it's like, wow, I can't believe that I made that song out of the blue. For within 5 days, I made that song. So yeah. So I tend to manage my passion in studies by sometimes time management, but you can't really resist that feeling that when your passion overpowers your studies. So that's the time that you should do your passion sometimes. And when I have my spare time, it's like it's a leisure for me, like breaking free from studies, from all the hard work that I did in my studies. And yeah. But there are times that when I'm trying to focus on my study, there's a random melody or a lyric that comes out of my mind. And then I try to write that song. So I can't resist that feeling that you should write that song, you should write that song, you should write that song. So yeah, I wrote the song, and then turns out that when it repeats on a daily basis, and usually at night, midnight, I even sleep late. Like the most late one would be 3 a.m. in the morning. And that's the funny thing about songwriting, because your thoughts come up in your mind usually at midnight or those time frames. So yeah, probably just time management could be the best thing to manage your passion in studies. But if you have that thing in your mind that urges you to do so you should do with it, and never resist that feeling. Never resist that feeling, not until it would be gone from your mind, because there are times that you try to forget that one, so you cannot focus back on that thing that you are trying to deal with. So yeah. So if you're looking for a sign that you should do your passion, this is the sign that you're waiting for. I'm telling you that if you're trying to pursue your passion, you should do it by now. Never wait for anything else that would try to stop you, but you should do it right now. It's because time is running, and you cannot waste that once in a lifetime chance. So I guess you should set a goal that you should achieve in the very next few days or in the future. And yeah, just focus on the work until you didn't notice that goal you're setting, you already achieved that one out from your hard work and your focus that you are trying to deal with. So yeah, as for me as a young artist too, be inspired by yourself. And there may be times that you feel so down, or you feel like you're breaking free from everything. I guess you should cry for a little bit, like break free from all the interruptions in your mind and talk to the people you want to talk to and find the best possible solution in coping in your own struggles. As long as you don't deal with anything that is very harmful. Well, for me, the best thing that you should do is to start it by now, and start little by little until you would notice that little things that you are trying to do with, they will be accumulated and they will become big. So yeah. This is Freddie II, and I'm just a kid from Miligan making music from where I began.